All this work that we're doing, brothers, for this ministry, eventually is gonna pay off. You better believe it, man. It's gonna pay off like you'll never believe, okay? And by the way, we're the highest value male on this planet. The men of the Lord, the men of this truth, the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the highest value male there is.
Focus, like, what keep me focused is looking at the community. You know what I'm saying? It's something called the Tyrone Mays Rat Experiment. Y'all need.
Hey, stay one with yourself out here, family.
Just your typical nigga shit. And I'm just tired of the typical nigga shit.
What keep you focused? Like,
what keep me focused is looking at the community. You know what I'm saying? It's something called the Tyrone Mays Rat Experiment. Y'all need to look that up. It's called the Tyrone's Mays Rat Experiment. It went down in 1940. He ended up getting it from another psychiatrist in 1840. It's called the Tyrone Mays Rat Experiment. And what they did was they took a few hundred rats, right? And they splitted them and they divided them. And what they did was they created an environment for both of these rats to live in. In one subject, they took about 100 rats and they put it in an environment where it had clean water. They put it in an environment where it had a right amount of space for the rats can, get, basically if they wanted to be by themselves, they could. They made sure that it was good food in there that didn't have any type of poisons put inside the foods. They even gave them space to breathe, to go upstairs, downstairs. They just gave them this abundant environment, right? They put these rats in there. Mind you, these the same rats with the same genetical molecular structure, which is nothing different. They both came from the same mama, the same daddy, the same family tree, right? So they took these rats, they put one in a good environment, then they put the other 100 rats in a bad environment where they didn't get water. If they did get water, the water actually had acids in it. They made sure they didn't give them the regular food. I think they gave them like cat food or something like that with a bunch of pellets that was inside of them, right? They stuck them on top of each other and they made sure that the space was very, very small. They never cleaned any poop out of the maze. They pissed out of the maze and they left them in there. They left them in there for 4 months and they watched how their behavior changed. They went back and they got the actual rats that came from the good environment and they put them in the maze. They ended up going through the maze very, very fast. Then they ended up going to get the rats that they put in a bad environment and put them in the maze, and they didn't know how to even make it through the first section of the maze. So he like, maybe this is a coincidence. So he did it. So what he did was he switched the rats. He took the rats that was smart, that made it through the maze, that was in the good environment, and he put them in a bad environment. Then he took the rats that was in a bad environment, that was dummies that couldn't make it through the maze at all, and he put them in a good environment. He waited 4 months, then he took them back out. The same rats that was good and smart, that was in a good environment, that he put in a bad environment, now they couldn't make it through the maze. The same rats that was in the bad environments, that was dummies that couldn't make it through the maze, he put them in a good environment. Now they making it through the maze and making it through life just fine. So he said, damn, it ain't the genetics. It ain't who these people is as individuals. It's the community. It's the environment that you put these biological entities in that changes the way they interact with their environment and with themselves. Did you know he did another 6-month experiment on the same rats that he left in the bad environment? Guess what they started doing? Killing each other. Some of the male rats started humping other male rats. Homosexuality. Look, the other rats that was at the bottom that didn't have the food, these niggas went upstairs to the other rats and started robbing them for food and water. I said, damn, this sound like your typical project. Don't this sound like the PJs? This is a real rat experiment. So it made me start questioning. I had to sit back and really rub my chin.
They turned into robbing rats?
They turned into robbing, homosexual.
what else are you gonna do?
Rats.
It's a survival mechanism at this point.
Now check this out though, goddess. It was a selective group of female rats, and I really want y'all to look this up when y'all get home today. Watch this. It will fuck your mind up. The female rats, they started pampering themselves. They used to let their children just do what the fuck ever. They started pampering themselves. All they was worried about.
Hood rats. Which one of these?
See, these was the hood rats.
Okay.
The hood rats, right? Exactly. So the hood rats, I'm gonna quote that. The hood rats, all they did was pamper themselves. The only thing that they worried about was their fur. They worried about their weight. They didn't worry about their children anymore. They weren't worried about the mama papa rat. The only thing that they focused on was their actual cells. And then the father rat started going to other different parts of the actual rat experiment cage and started like bullying on the younger children. It was crazy, man. Look, it gets so deep when you really start watching it. It even rapists started happening. Rape with the older male rats in the community started raping the younger males and the younger female rats. Same thing that happens in the ghetto where a young girl will get touched on by their uncle, or a young male will get touched on by their uncle or their auntie. This happens. So it's like, damn, is this rat experiment that's going on in Tyrone, rat maze experiments, the same shit that's going on with us in these communities? And then you have to ask yourself, in the projects. And who built these communities? We didn't build these communities. We ain't put the liquor stores in these communities. We ain't put dope in here. You got something called Russian AK-47s. Niggas ain't never been to Russia. You got Japanese SKs. We ain't never been to Japan. We got grenades that come from... We got all these different things in the community of America that's outside of America when niggas ain't never left the block. How was they getting there? This shit was set up. So once I realized, like, damn, me and my people is in a rat maze. This is a project. We are being psychologically experimented on. That's when I said, okay, this is my motivation. It's time to break the psychological chains of my people. Yep. So once I fully got myself up out of it, my whole mission is I'm going to die for this shit. Everybody that I come in contact with is going to hear this message. And my message is, wake the fuck up, Black America.
Hey, stay one with yourself out here, family.
Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakwadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, who rule well, teach well, being great examples to his younger brothers, and peace and blessings, salutations to the whole Philic out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds. In the name of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the whole Philic, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Alright, and I want to get into this lesson, hey, as you heard the term hood rats, okay? And, the matter of fact, let me start here. The closer we get, to this devil being removed out of power, the more that's being revealed, okay? The more things that's coming out and being revealed, and this is why the scriptures say it's high time for us as a people, to awake out of sleep, because our people still trust in the system that has, manipulated, destroyed, raped, robbed, murdered, okay, psychologically, physically, in every way you can think of. This system set up by Esau Edom, has been set up to afflict and damage us as a people, man. Okay? So I want to read this in Mark 4:22. For there is nothing hid which shall not be manifested, neither was anything kept secret, but that it should come abroad. Okay? So everything is coming out. Everything is being laid out in the open. The scriptures speak about Esau being made bare. And he can't hide himself. Okay, so all this devil's tactics and everything that he's done up to this point, and then when you go into prophecy, it exposes everything that he wants to do. Okay, so the Lord has this man on full exposure, man. Okay, and for our people, if they don't wake up, to the madness and come back to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, they're done. But when you really go into our people, because we can get on our people, of course, and as we go through this lesson, this is not a pardon, for Jake and their wickedness and what they do. Because at the end of the day, there has to be a thing of integrity. Okay? But we can't act like the environment and the circumstances set up by Esau Edom is a non-factor when it comes to the behavior of our people, man. Okay? Pretty much majority of our people were born in the science experiment of Esau Edom, man. Okay? Esau was a madman. But these things are being exposed, because the scriptures go, when you go Jeremiah 2, and 21, it said, yet I had planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? Okay, so the scriptures, state how we was planted as a noble vine, because when we was established as a nation, the Lord established us with order. That's why we had those laws. Those laws represented the wisdom of Yahweh Bashim Shai, of how to govern ourselves in the earth, to how to, do agriculture in the earth, how to do business in the earth. Okay? The laws, all right, was the manual of order for us in the earth, man. Okay? We was established under that righteous order, all right, which made us noble. Okay? Well, noble goes into high born. Okay? We was a high people, man, not just based off riches, but on conduct, on character, on integrity, man, on order. Okay? That's how we was established. But then the question is asked, how art thou then turned into a degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me, and is going away after the heathen, which put us in captivity? And since we're in captivity now, we're under this devil Esau Edom, who's pretty much he's taken to another level. Okay, and the scriptures speak about that. Esau Edom has a major part with us becoming degenerate vines, man. As a people. You go to Isaiah 47, okay, and 6, it says, I was wroth with my people. I have polluted mine inheritance and given them into thy hands. Thou didst show them no mercy. Upon the ancient hast thou very heavily laid thy yoke. Yeah, so the Lord was wroth with us for our disobedience. Okay, and he allowed us to be taken captive. Okay, he allowed us, to be taken captive by Esau Edom, my worst enemy, man. Okay, but when Esau got us in his possession, okay, not only did he work us like like no other nation has been worked. Okay, not only did he beat us like no other nation has been beat, but this man took this captivity, he took this opportunity that he had us in captivity to a whole nother level, man. And that's where the problem comes in, that, man. Because the Lord said, yeah, I was mad with my people. I gave them to your hand, but you just never showed no mercy. Like, I was punishing them for their disobedience, okay? But you making them more disobedient than when I first gave them to you, man. Okay, the punishment was for correction. You're making them worse off. Like, this is defeating the purpose. Okay, and the scriptures, they go into these things, man. Let's get that in Zechariah 1. All right, Zechariah 1 and 15. Because when you go to after chattel slavery, so-called, let loose off the plantation, Jake began to build and have communities, man. Jake had families, Jake had order, Jake had economy, okay, which it wasn't meant for us to flourish, all right, in this society, but Jake was well to do, man. Okay, but what did Esau do, man? He came now, he physically destroyed, all those flourishing cities and towns and communities that Jake was flourishing in. All right. But then he went in the lab and said, look, we got to mess these people's minds up, man. Okay. Because, hey, by nature, Jake is a, Jake is a caring people, compassionate people, by nature. Jake is very, family, that's why you call everybody kinfolk, bro, like that's Jake, that's in Jake's spirit. Okay, like, because the nation of Israel is one, big family. Okay, and under this devil, he really went into the lab, to see how he can ruin the minds of Israelites, man. Okay, and from the 60s until now, this man had just been going to work on the minds, okay, of Israelites, man. All right, and this is how our people became that degenerate plant that we see today, man. And it's only getting worse, man. That's why our Lord eventually has to cut it off. In Zechariah 1 and 14, it says, and I am very sore displeased with the heathen that are at ease, for I was but a little displeased, and they helped forward the affliction. Okay, and they helped forward the affliction. So the Lord was displeased. Okay, but what these heathens, Esau, beginning with Esau Edom, Okay, what they're continually doing, all right, the Lord is displeased at that, man. You know, and you read in NLT, Zechariah 1:15, but I'm very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, okay, because why people live in these war zone areas, okay, Esau, Edom, all right, like it's two different worlds out here, man. Because you got Jakes that they never venture out of their neighborhoods, man, or their side of the city. Okay, there's certain areas Jake just don't go to, man, because like I say, these circumstances create their low self-esteem, and they create, they put our people on a low frequency to where they can't even function outside, of a certain neighborhood, man. Like this man. A lot of our people are born into an experiment, man. Okay, so while these nations are pretty much secure, like there's no homicides going on in Esau's neighborhoods, man. Okay, the upper middle class, and there's no rampant homicides going on, drug infested. Nah, that's only where our people reside, man. Our communities, man. Okay, so while these nations enjoy peace, it says, read from the top, Zechariah 1:15, but I'm very angry with the other nations that are now enjoying peace and security. I was only a little angry with my people, but the nations afflicted harm on them far beyond my intentions, man. Okay, what Esau, Edom, what he's turning Jake into, that's not the intent of Yahweh Shem Al Shah, man. That's why he's finna cut it off, man. Okay, and do a major reset in the earth, man. Because what Esau wants to turn Jake into, because it gets further than this. Like where we at now, you look at it like, damn, it's wicked as hell. This it can't get no worse. But this, you gotta believe, Esau Edom got a vision of worse for Jake, man. But the Lord not going to allow this devil to take it there, man. Eventually, the Lord is going to intervene, man, and take this man to war in righteousness, man. Okay? Thus says the scriptures. All right? So let's go from there. Okay? It's, let's get this, another one. All right. So I lost my train of thought. So lucky. You get to talking about the devil, man. Yep, this was Habakkuk. So just say the word devil. Precept. Come up. This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 15. It says, woe, all right, or destruction unto him that give his neighbor drink, that puttest thy bottle to him, and makest him drunken also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness. And this is what these devils do, man. Because not only does this devil, because going into him giving his neighbor drink, there's Esau giving us these philosophies of how to live and setting up these circumstances, the projects, the feminist movement, the single mother culture, the street culture, the hot girl, the trap boy, like all these things he's glorified and given to our people, because Esau rewards the behavior that he wants. And when you think about it, we came up, trying to mimic the behavior that we seen, all right, on TV, because we wanted their reward. We wanted those cars. We wanted those houses. We wanted their fame. Okay? We wanted their reward. So we mimicked their behavior because we was chasing their reward. Okay? You ask Jake why he wanted to be a rapper. It's because Jake wanted to be rich. Jake wanted their reward. Okay? Why you want to be a dope boy? Because Jake want their reward. Because Esau showing the dope boys and glorifying it, man. Okay? Then he got the women on there. All right? And those women, they want their lifestyle. Okay? So they cleave to those men. All right, because they in their mind they want their reward, man. That's a part of psychology, man. You know, you reward the behavior that you want. Okay. So this man put their drink to his neighbor, man. Their off way. Okay. It says, and puttest thy bottle to him, and making him drunken, that thou also may look upon their nakedness. Yeah, because now the hood is a spectacle, man. They got true buses that go through hoods, man. Jake is a spectacle. You know, Esau and gave them this strong drink, these philosophies and these ways, these degenerate cultures. Okay, because black culture is a subculture of westernization. Okay, so Esau has gave, you know, our people, you know, this culture as a way to be. All right, he's glorified this culture as a way to be, and then he turns the cameras on, man. Okay, he look up on their nakedness, man. What's that? Let's get there. I think that's in what's that, in Philadelphia? You know, hood to hood. All right, documentaries. Okay. Yeah, let's look at some shorts. All right.
It's the situation out here.
So now you can. All right.
A zombie drug is sweeping through America right now. Eerie footage coming out of Philadelphia shows crowds of people slouched over but still standing. The insane part is that this is a common scene in almost every major city in America. They look like they are conscious, but not at the same time. The drug they are on is called xylazine, or more commonly known as tranq. It is known to place people into a zombie-like state where they are unable to move and seem to lose all awareness. People using the drug are put into a complete trance and can be seen walking around like an animal. The drug causes infections of the limbs, which most commonly result in amputations. It has been described as being so addictive that even a single accidental hit of it could get you hooked. Tranq is now in about 90% of Philadelphia's drug supply and can be commonly found in low-income areas of almost all U.S. cities. You can walk downtown right now and most likely see people like this. Zombie drug is sweeping through America right now.
It's nothing but an experiment, man. You know, it's nothing but an experiment what the devil is doing, man. Okay, and it just get worse, man. Crack wasn't enough. Now you got crank, whatever, you know, whatever, you know. He like he would never stop. Okay, so this is him putting a bottle to his neighbor, then looking on his nakedness, man, showing the world, look at these niggas, look at these niggas. You know, like he had nothing to do with it, man. Okay, but guess what? The Lord, okay, is seeing all this, man. Okay, and the Lord is gonna reward. All right, the Lord is seeing everything, man. And this devil, okay, that's why you get that in Proverbs 15. Proverbs 15:3. It says, "The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the evil and the good." Okay, so the Lord is seeing everything that this devil is doing, man. There's nothing that this devil is gonna get away with, man. Okay, that's why you go here to Ezekiel. Okay, 35. All right, and let's jump down. And we end it here, man. Ezekiel 35 and 15. It says, "As thou didst rejoice," and this is speaking of Esau, Edom. You know, this whole chapter is addressing Esau, Edom. You know, you go up here to the front just to prove it. Okay. This is Ezekiel 35:1. Moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir. Right, which represents represents Esau. Okay. Just as Jerusalem will represent Israel, you know, the Lord speak about, you know, speak to Jerusalem. Talking about speaking to the people, man. Okay, so Mount Seir was the dwelling of Esau, Edom, speaking to Edom, and prophesy against it and say unto it, Thus said the Lord power, behold, O Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate. Okay, so the Lord is going to make Esau desolate, man. But this chapter is addressing Esau. So when you jump down to the end, all right, verse 15, it says, As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate. Okay, so these devils rejoice at us in this desolate state, man. Our people are desolate, man. Jake is to the point now where, you know, the destruction is gonna be the best thing to happen to Jake, man. You know, it's gonna be the worst best thing to happen to our people, man. Okay, because the process of that pain that the Lord finna bring is gonna be the worst ever. Okay, but it's gonna be the end, okay, of our people being in this desolate state, man, and they're only getting worse. Okay, just like he said, man, that the men started going into, you know, other men, you know, the moles, and all right, the children was pretty much unprotected. All right, because you go into these environments, man, and this is not pardon, you know, no pardon to any of the wickedness of Eve, because if the Lord allowed it to happen to you, you know, it was, you know, his judgment. You know, like we all, you know, went through particular things coming from particular environments, man. You know, men and women. Okay. But a lot of these women, man, are heavily traumatized, man, because they was in these environments with absolutely no protection, man. Where they was an absolute prey. Okay, and we know how older Jakes get down in these communities, man. Everybody talk about the communities, man, but you know, we know how older Jake got down in these communities, man. Okay, with the you know, where the young Eve was just pretty much a prey. Okay. So it said, this is Ezekiel 35:15 said, As thou didst rejoice at the inheritance of the house of Israel, because it was desolate, so will I do unto thee. Thou shalt be desolate, O Mount Seir, and all Idumea, even all of it, and they shall know that I am the Lord Yahweh B'Shem Al-Shai. So just as, you know, these devils, okay, rejoice at us in this lower state, okay, us being destroyed as a people, man. You know, the culture of our people of self-destruction. These devils rejoiced at that, man. Okay? But guess what? We're going to get to rejoice at this man's destruction, man. Okay? And this man becoming, all right, an experiment. You know, you just believe, man, it's going to be some experiment going on with Esau in the kingdom, man. Okay, we're going to put him in circumstance and see how he get his way out of it, man. See, can he pull himself up by the bootstraps? Okay? So, yeah, that's, now, if let me read this in 11, too. Ezekiel 35:11 said, Therefore, as I live, said the Lord power, I will even do according to thine anger, and according unto thine envy which thou has used out of thy hatred against them, and I will make myself known among them when I have judged thee. So let's read this in the NLT. Therefore, as surely as I live, said the sovereign Lord, I will pay back your angry deeds with my own. I will punish you for all your acts of anger, envy, and hatred, and I will make myself known to Israel by what I do to you. Okay? And that's why you have the house of David, the hopeful elect has risen up, man. And we're going to witness these things, man. You know, and the Lord brought us, you know, the Lord preserved us. Now, we didn't go unscathed, you know, because, you know, hey, brothers and sisters come from some hell of environments, man. You know, like these You know, like these environments that Esau created, it's some hell of environments, man. You know, so you have, you know, the believers that the Lord brought through these things, man. You know, like I say, we didn't go unscathed. Okay, some, you know, some went through more than others. You know, some would, you know, have more trauma than others, man. But, you know, the Lord preserved us to the point to where, you know, hey, He's refurbishing us now. He's refurbishing us now, man. You know, let's get that word, man. We're being refurbished, man. All right, I think that's let's see. Refurbish. All right, it's refurbished. It says made to look new again by work such as painting, repairing, and cleaning. Okay, and what it's doing at this word, man. And ultimately, we're going to be changed, man. We're going to be upgraded, man, to a whole nother glory. Okay, so yeah, man, the Lord, you know, He's going to allow us to see this devil go from rulership, okay, to servant, man. All right, not servant, but a slave, man. Hardcore bondage. Okay, we're going to see him operate, you know, with nothing, man. Okay, hey, the Lord, He's a righteous power, man. He's gonna make everything right, man. But we just see, you know, everything's coming out what this devil has been doing, man. You know, so Lord will you, brothers, all right, and you sister edified. Till next time, I say shalom.